Hey, it's Dave Franicke here with Capstone Capital USA, also with the Note Investors Forum. And as you were probably looking at the post that I put up today, I've got three really unique case studies on partials, and I call it partials for beginners. And the reason why that happened was about 3 months ago, I bought, well, actually 6 months ago, I bought several notes. And 3 months ago, I thought, I can partial some of these out. So I didn't pay a lot of money for them, so the partial would work. Each of these notes had less than 75 months of payments remaining on them, so it looked like a viable scenario. And I'm selling them at minimal risk. The reason being, the variables are there, the analytics are there. So I'm selling a small amount of payments, under 55 payments, under 45 payments. The pay history on all the notes were really, really good. It was just a really strong scenario. And also the purchase price was good for a beginner, under $12,000. So I'd like to kind of run that through with you now in terms of how that worked and what that process was from the standpoint. So let's just call it, like I said, partial for beginners, some case studies. I present a lot of this stuff at the Note Investors Forum. And to that point, they get the first look at this, they get educated, and they're a lot of my buyers too. So let's take a look. What is a partial? You got to understand what that is first. A partial is kind of like a pizza. You can buy it, you can sell it, you can slice it, you can dice it, you can buy the whole thing for $10, you can sell a piece for $2. So that's like a partial. Basically, a partial is you're buying a stream of payments, a part of the stream of payments, and somebody else is keeping the back end. Let me take that further. This is the best way to explain it. So this particular home was in Iowa. Very, very small balance. The original balance, or the payments remaining, was 62 payments. The original balance was at $14,000. But what was unique about this and why partials are good for investors is that the investment value, the ITV, was at 35%. The loan to value was less than 50%. So very, very strong scenario. And the seasoning, in other words, the note was originated back in 2008. So it was a very, very strong situation for a potential note buyer. 136 months, a lot of emotional equity for that payer in there. And what was also unique, if that payer that was in the house were to move, they have to pay $1,100 a month or in excess of that. Crime rate was low. The MSA, which is a metropolitan statistical area, was low. It was just a very, very strong note. So a friend of mine, Beth, bought the note, and this is what she did. So if you look at a partial, let me just break this down. I'll do it on this one asset only. Partial's got X number of payments. In this case, Beth bought, 42 payments, or there was 73 payments remaining with a balance of $14,600. So what happens is Beth paid or purchased 42 payments for $10,600. I retained the remaining 20 payments. When Beth is done, she goes away. In the meantime, though, I'm protecting her. If that note goes south, then I'm there to protect my investment, that remaining 20 payments. Beth, she bought this because she was a somewhat new investor, somewhat experienced, but not. She wanted to get my paperwork, and that's good. So it was a win-win. She put her money to work. She got a small rate of return, not a whole lot, but she got something out of it. So it was a win-win for everybody. Here's what it looks like. So she bought, the original balance when she bought was $14,000. There were 60 payments remaining. The interest rate was 10%. The payment was $300 a month. So she bought $10,600. She bought 42 payments. Her rate of return was 10.11%, and the monthly payment was $300.75. So she purchased the blue. I retained the gold. Combined, it was the 60 payments. Very, very simple, very straightforward. I'm going to show you two more examples. Let's move on. This house, not a very pretty house. It's in Michigan. I had owned the note for probably 7 months. A friend of mine bought it. Again, he didn't buy it for the investment value. He bought it for the training value. He wanted to get my paperwork. He wanted to see how the thing was set up. Unique about this note, house value, is it really worth $89,000? I don't know, but it's not bad. but it's certainly worth more than 60. But by taking it, if you look at it, there was only 82 months remaining in the payment history. And they had lived there for 120 months with the origination date being in 2009. But look at the investment to value, 12%. I mean, really, where's the risk there? Loan to value, 20%. Again, if the people were to rent somewhere else, they have to pay $1,500 a month. Crime rate was low and the MSA was low. So a very, very sound, solid investment for this person. Now, if you look at how this looks on paper, again, this way, the note value, the term remaining, the interest rate, all very, very strong, very sufficient. Third note, in Detroit, a lady that lives there is in the medical field. Market value on the house is $38,000. The original loan amount was $29,400. But in this particular case, I sold this to an investor that I met out in San Diego at the Noteworthy Convention. There were 73 payments remaining. The investment to value, 33%. Loan to value, 43%. Origination date, 2009. 126 months of seasoning, and if they were to rent somewhere, they'd be paying $950 a month with the interest rate of 10%. So if you take it further, what does it look like on paper? The original balance was $16,000. The original term or remaining term was 74 months at the interest rate of 10%. Monthly payment was right around $300. They bought 46 payments. Their rate of return is 9.89%. Here's the overview. Again, what am I sharing with you? That partials are a great deal for a new investor. Partials are a great deal for an investor that's in an IRA. It's safe, it's passive. Safe in so much as what the SEC says you can say is safe. So when I first looked at partials, gosh, back in 2013, a light bulb went on. It's like, wow, this is slick. I love this stuff. So hopefully you folks will too. There'll be more coming up in the Capstone site. If you want to learn more about partials, I suggest you download the Note Investor's Handbook. It goes over this in more detail, has a lot of other information on notes. I think you'll find it very interesting. There's no charge, it's free. If you want my contact information, here it is. My email, Dave@Capstone Capital USA, phone number 480-442-4591. Thank you for joining me and look forward to talking soon.